Hello fellow Star Wars fans, it is Starrapter here, coming at you with another trailer breakdown. This is for the unexpected second trailer for The Mandalorian. We are just 15 days away from this brand new Star Wars live action streaming series to be available, and we're getting a brand new trailer with so much new content packed into it. This first shot here is something we're all familiar with. This was in the very first trailer, so we have the Stormtrooper heads, and it really does spend a long time focusing on these helmets, a little bit of a more uncomfortable amount of time to just show you the remnants of the Empire and what these people on this particular planet think of the Imperials. This next shot here is pretty cool. We have two riders on top of the Blurg. The Blurg were originally from the Ewok Adventures, I believe. The Ewok Adventures, and then they are brought into the canon with Star Wars, the Clone Wars. So yes, they have a long lineage in Star Wars. We don't see a lot of them, so it's nice to see them, especially in the first live-action Star Wars series. Here we have a nice headshot of the Mandalorian himself. And we get into this first awesome action sequence here. We have the Trandoshans, we have two of them versing the Mandalorian. So we actually see what that weapon from the holiday special is actually capable of. It's got a melee charge where it actually goes in, emits some kind of electricity, some stun kind of weapon. So it's pretty cool. And notice how the Trandoshans don't exactly look like Bossk. So not every Trandoshan is going to look like Bossk, and we know this from the Clone Wars where they had all different shapes and sizes and voices. Here we see the Razor's Crest in space. Jon Favreau took a lot of extra care and put a lot of time into making a physical model and shooting it from all different angles, so I cannot wait to see the finished product on that. Here we get to see a closer look at the Razor's Crest. It's dropping off a ton of people frozen in carbon. Not just one person, but several people. So this ship is made for a bounty hunter, as you can see. Here's a very quick shot, very blurry. Couldn't get anything a little clearer than this. But we do see the denizens of what looks like it could be a cantina. This could be maybe Chowman's Cantina from A New Hope. I love seeing more legacy species in this series. We see a Rodian front and center right there. Then we see another interesting alien. It looks familiar, not sure what its name is. Here, this is another cool shot of this female here. I think she looks sort of like a Mandalorian. She's a near human. She almost reminds me of the character from Solo, a Star Wars story. We got the main villain, Dryden Voss, who has this near human physicality about him, but he has these, like, the red bane, so it looks very similar to her. Also, there's a rebel, it looks like, in the bottom left, or a guy just wearing goggles that looks like he's a rebel. Then off to the right, we have a different kind of blue type of human, maybe. No, not a human, but it's definitely not a Chiss. Maybe it's a Pantoran, but I'm loving the variety of these species here. So this is a shot that I've seen at Celebration. They showed us a quick clip of this. We have the Stormtroopers. Mandalorian walks into this room. The Imperial Remnant. Remember, this is 5 years after the events of Return of the Jedi, so pretty much the Stormtroopers are not seen that often, if at all. They're actually kind of hiding at this point because, the mass public hates them at this point. And in this same shot, we have Werner Herzog, who is talking throughout this entire trailer, and what I really like is how he hinted about the past of the Mandalorian himself and about how the Mandalorians through this civil war suffered a lot, and how he's playing to the Mandalorian in a way to get him to do this special job. And this was a shot that I literally, just love this, because we see how brutal the Mandalorian is. He's walking up point blank, just shoots the trooper right in the helmet. And at Celebration, they are sparing no expense when it comes to showing the destruction of Stormtroopers. We haven't seen it yet, at least with the trailers, but there is a moment where somebody got their helmet literally smashed in two with some kind of melee weapon. So yeah, this is a TV-14 or whatever, MA-14, something like that. So this is not exactly meant for the kids per se. Now, this is where I'm going to get into some more theories, because I was talking to a good buddy, Daniel Georgiev. He's Dan Grievous on YouTube. Check out his channel. He does awesome edits. And he was speculating with me that there could be flashbacks in this very season, in this very series. He's a big Separatist fan, and we're going to get into it with the next slide. But I think this could be a flashback of The Mandalorian back in the day. And then you look at this shot, and this was something I pointed out in my trailer reaction at first. I was like, no way, is that actually a separatist gunship, a droid gunship? And I mean, it can't get more, yeah, it can be more clear than this, but seriously, you can see the outline. That is pretty much a droid gunship. And what gets me very excited is seeing these super battle droids in something that isn't the prequels, right? So we haven't seen these guys in live action since Revenge of the Sith. So, and you do notice that this guy is cradling a boy, and they are wearing the same kind of clothing that that boy was wearing. So this kind of leads me to believe that this could be the Mandalorian and his parents, and he's gonna have this very traumatic experience with the CIS and all that. And we're looking at this image here, and we're seeing a Quarren, and this is the same Quarren that was in the first trailer, and you're seeing the Mandalorian just wrangling his prey, his bounty there. This is a new creature to my knowledge in Star Wars. It's basically an uber rhinoceros, and just seeing that the Mandalorian is struggling with this creature, grappling it, trying to pull it away. I love creatures in Star Wars as long as they are done right and have a purpose, so I'm looking forward to seeing a new creature in Star Wars for sure. Here we have the Mandalorian and a brand new revealed character that's, I think, part of the crew with the Mandalorian. He is an Ugnaught, and his name is Kuel, and I'm pretty sure he's being voiced or acted, portrayed, whatever, by Nick Nolte. This is just a beautiful landscape shot. I mean, this looks just like the Dune Sea from Tatooine. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't. From the looks of these vehicles, these look to be swoop bikes, which are one of my favorite vehicles in all of Star Wars, so I am just ecstatic seeing this shot. I've always been a fan of that one moment from Attack of the Clones with Anakin Skywalker, Dual Fates, riding across the landscape of Tatooine. Ooh, I cannot wait to see what the Mandalorian is up to, because that should be him on the left there. I can tell by his helmet and his cape. This is another shot I wanted to talk about because I cannot make out what that ship that is pursuing the Razor's Crest is, and I'm constantly getting confused, by the way, of the Razor's Crest and the Stinger Mantis. They're both new ships. Stinger Mantis is in Jedi Fallen Order. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see some more space battles in Star Wars, especially from this point of view with the way Jon Favreau is actually shooting this series. Here we have Greef Karga, played by Carl Weathers, and he is the leader of the Bounty Hunter Guild. So I'm assuming that these are other bounty hunters, and they're awaiting the arrival of what looks to be the Razor's Crest, with most likely the Mandalorian aboard. So here is Cara Dune, and it's nice to see a character actually smiling, because this is going to be a pretty dark and gritty series from what we can expect. So it looks like they form a bond between the Mandalorian and Cara Dune. Remember, she is an ex-rebel shock trooper, so she is going to get involved. We're not sure if she's a bounty hunter, although I really do like the armor and like her outfit in general. This shot is just depicting the beauty of this TV series, and really what sets it farther apart from anything else on TV is just cinematic quality. This, you could easily say, was probably a movie, but no, this is actually going to be viewable from any kind of TV anywhere. It's going to be breaking new ground for sure for Star Wars, without a doubt. Here is the back of Moff Gideon, played by Giancarlo Esposito, and he is flanked by Death Troopers. And you see all the damage that they've wrought, all those black blaster bolts in the side of this building. They really want to track somebody down. Is it the Mandalorian? Is it somebody that the Mandalorian must save? I cannot wait to learn more about Moff Gideon. This shot is very interesting. We have the Mandalorian and some female, and well, it appears that she could possibly be removing the Mandalorian's helmet. That's the biggest question I think a lot of people are asking, is are we going to see Pedro Pascal's face by the end of this season? Is he going to remove his own helmet? What's going to happen? Could this be a love interest of the Mandalorian? I'm not sure. Here we see another shot of Cara Dune. This time, she's in action. She's in Rebel Commando mode, and she's got this big auto cannon just bursting out bolt after bolt. And on the right there, you see a corpse of a stormtrooper. Interesting. Here we see Ben Burr's character, and I wasn't expecting to see him quite like this. He looks like a total badass. He's got these two pistols, but he has this awesome contraption that is on a harness on his back firing another blaster. I don't think we've ever seen anything like that in Star Wars, so I'm very curious to see what his relationship is with the Mandalorian. Is he an ally? Is he an adversary? This is just ridiculous. Like, again, the budget of this series you would never be able to tell from a movie, right? Like, he's soaring through the sky on a whipcord attached to a TIE fighter who knows how far from the surface of whatever planet this is. Like, this looks like something that would be featured in the climax of a movie. And no, it's just in an episode of a Star Wars series. Yeah, it's crazy. And we see Moff Gideon in this TIE fighter cockpit with the Mandalorian closing in for maybe the kill. Is he going to take him in alive? Is he going to kill him? I'm really interested to see more from the bounty hunter perspective, more from the Mandalorian, what his mindset is. Is he a gray character? Most likely if he's a bounty hunter, right? What his choices are going to be for people that are not going to cooperate with him completely as far as bounties are concerned. And here is the last shot of the Mandalorian. We have that classic rifle from the holiday special, and he actually speaks. You see the Razor Crest is in the background. He actually speaks. There's people that are going to be waiting for him outside. That's what the quote says, and he's like, basically like, yeah, I know they're there. I'm ready for him. I'm going to take him on. He's super confident in what his abilities are. So that was the trailer, the things I thought were very interesting. They also came out with character posters, which are absolutely gorgeous. You see the Mandalorian, you see IG-11, you see Grief Karga, you see Cara Dune, and finally we have a poster for Kuul. So what'd you guys think of this trailer? Was there anything I missed? Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. I also have my reaction for this very trailer, as well as my reaction for the Rise of Skywalker trailer. There's just so much content coming out that I'm really having a hard time keeping up with it, but I'm doing my best. If you guys want to stay tuned for future Mandalorian episode reviews, make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you never miss out on any of those. That is going to do it for me, Starrapter. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also included 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.